Hey guys, Caitlin here. By the way, there is something wrong with my iPad. Because since I don't have any internet now, a long time, that was set up a long time ago, I'd rather say, but however, it was like months ago or something like that. But for some reason, while that happened, I have noticed that I couldn't go on Roblox because for one reason. Internet. Yes, the iPad has internet. Well, I don't even think that you would ask that, but it does have internet, but the only problem with that internet is that I'd rather call it fake. Because of how that iPad, okay, here. That's what the iPad looks like. Okay, so the iPad has a keyboard set to it. And all of a sudden, for what I've noticed is that the internet that consumes, okay, so it's consuming for the actual network of internet, is that for some reason it doesn't work for specific games that I want to play, like Roblox. When I kept going on there, I'm like, I need to go on there and play some games because my phone doesn't have a good way of doing it. Like, whenever I go on my phone, here's one thing that it had a good update on. Okay, so this one update I really loved, when Roblox, when I go on one of, what was the name of the creator? Okay, so there was a name for a creator that created Cat's Life, Dragon's Life, and all this other stuff. I've realized that they've put Dragon's Life back on the mobile. That's pretty cool. But the one problem with that iPad is this. The internet that it consumes is fake. Why is it fake? Because that's what it wants to consume. But however, the Roblox update that was for this phone, it was amazing. Instead of having it put on, whenever I choose a character from a role-playing game on the actual Roblox, then for some reason it would just put a part of the set instead of the full version of the set. Not the full version, but the entire set for what you want to wear or anything like that. Kind of like that. But it's mostly just on the games and not on the actual characters design is pretty good and all this other stuff, but the only thing is that the games that are put on there, whenever I choose it when it's on my phone, that I don't get the actual, I don't get the full thing, I don't get the full exact thing where there's some buttons that are missing, and that's because that it's a glitch or something. And the same thing for when I have to teleport on there. And however, what else is that, what's even weirder is that it actually had that for a little bit, and then they just changed it back. It was an automatic bug, or it is a bug. Okay, so they need to fix this dang bug because I am tired of it. I had this when I first played it, and I am sick and tired of it. Roblox developer, please make the developers of their games change it into something else for your actual phone. Because of how it's made and stuff like that, I think that some of the games were actually put on phone mode in a way, for what I would rather say. Like, I don't even think that there's even a phone mode. I just made that up, honestly. But seriously, they make the game. There's a lot of updates. I never even played it before. Then I got to play it. Then I lose internet. Well, mostly my whole family. So that we could get extra money and all this other stuff. So that we could actually buy this dang house. And also, if only we won the lottery. If we ever win a lottery, this is what I would do. Get the house, help other things, help people, get internet, because I'm sick and tired of having my phone to be the substitute for that iPad. Seriously, the iPad consumes fake internet, I'm not kidding. And however, the fake internet that has is, I don't know what it is, but it's like this. Okay, I'd rather call it fake internet, like this stuff. I would rather call it that because I can't even go on Roblox. And Roblox needs actual internet. Like internet that you would have to pay for, which I would call real internet. And what's even worse about some of these games is that whenever it needs an update, I can't update it because, one, the updating has to have internet, like actual internet. I used to have like an internet that was called Linksys, and then we changed to Verizon internet, and my mother couldn't get her bills done and all this other stuff. So then we had to take all of that away so that she can like do some stuff. And also she has now automatic internet, I think. And all of a sudden, I had to have a different iPad because that previous iPad didn't have the actual internet that I needed, and that I had to lose it. And I didn't lost everything, but what I did lost is the stuff that, like the pictures that I had on there. And I'm like, okay, I'm fine with that. But what's even worse is that it was my phone's pictures that I had to put on that iPad. Well, not me, somebody else. But, however, the only problem with me is experiencing that internet is now a basic lie. Because when I go on my phone, it's so hard to get on there. Because when I go on there, whenever I do, then, like seriously, it wouldn't let me in for that, but it lets me in for my phone, which is good. Or else I would delete the actual thing. And I wouldn't be on Roblox anymore. So, Roblox developer, you're pretty lucky. You're pretty lucky that you got somebody here, making sure that person does not delete it. Because if I would, it would be because that I don't have internet, or I would just not play on it. That's that. I wouldn't play on it. I wouldn't do anything with it. I would try to go on and get there, but however, it's not enough. Roblox developer, you have to have help with your game that you made. You seriously messed up on something, and that is, one, people who have iPads like that right there, make sure that internet is allowed to be real internet for the game. I can't even go on there with my iPad, and all of a sudden I have to go on my phone and Roblox, you need help on something, which is making, like, when there's like games on there, I can't even go. Like there's this role-playing Undertale one, and it's one of the most popular ones, and Deltarune came out, and now that there's some other things, and somebody already made something, and so far that one is just the most popular by now. But the other one that somebody made, instead of having like hair as long as this, or like to shoulder hair, they have like short hair, like really short hair. I'm like, what? It kind of makes sense because that you actually get to pick your hair in Deltarune. But all of a sudden, it's so much better to be on the iPad than the phone to actually play on it. I have an iPhone 8, and all of a sudden there's some other people that I've seen some thumbnails and other stuff where people was playing on their phones. But when I played on my phone for this one time where I actually got to pick other things than just one item, it was so much better than actually doing it. But all of a sudden, right after that, there's some type of reason it changed. It wasn't on there anymore. That thing, was it a bug? I hope that it's not, because if it was not a bug, then I would be so happy, and Roblox would have, like, the Roblox developer would have to fix that bug. Like, you could be fixing other bugs that people are experiencing, but that's just a glitch. If only one person has this bug, and it's not even a bug, it's a glitch, then all of a sudden it's so weird. Like, they'd say, oh, this is a bug, I bet everybody has it, and then all of a sudden, then the next day they go to school, and then that person says, do you have that bug too on Roblox? And then they're like, no, I think that you're the only one. But mostly there's a big difference between a bug and a glitch. One, a glitch is where almost nobody has it, besides the fact that one game where, like that game where you can play on the Xbox and all this other stuff, like you get to pick your character, like not pick your character, but pick a color, you get to pick the clothing and all this other stuff, and you get to battle with each other. Like with like 4 people or something. That's what I think. But however, that's just in the game, I would say, because if that elevator was gonna crash by no reason and nobody has it, one, it could be glitch or a bug. I'm not sure. I don't really know a lot about bugs or glitches. And I'm gonna go because I actually need to go to do my business. I am sorry. Bye.